Hey, what's going on, everybody? Cornbread Trucker here, coming to you from the terminal here in Springfield, Missouri. It is a wet day, but I am officially back in reefer division, and as usual, when you're in reefer division and you're at the terminal here in Springfield, sometimes it's challenging to get a load and get out. So I'm playing that game right now. My fleet manager has no loads, and there's a waiting list here at the yard, so with driver lineup. But we'll eventually get something. I'm definitely going to stay kind of to the south. I definitely don't want to head north getting out of here, so I will turn down. I guess maybe it depends on where it's going, but probably gonna just stay away from it. Stay in some better weather, get rolling again. I got the headache rack off this morning. That went really smooth. And then went around, even though it was raining, got the truck washed. It needed it bad, especially behind that headache rack. So got that all done. Then went over to Walmart, ran into a complete stranger, a gentleman that had, he's watched my YouTube channel. He's watched Tow Booth Jimmy, which Tow Booth, if for the guys that are in flatbed, guys and gals, whatever, if you are really wanting to learn something about flatbed, I do highly recommend Tow Booth Jimmy. He's got some great videos on, how he goes about strapping and tarping, securing loads, and he's got a lot of content out there. So you want to definitely check out his channel. If you're not in flatbed but you just want to know something about it, definitely watch his channel. JDQ. He don't post as much, but he's got some stuff out there when he was with Prime that's definitely worth watching. So definitely recommend those. But and if you have questions, feel free to message me. I may not be flatbed, but I will do my best to answer them, and in some cases I might even be able to get you some answers. So feel free to reach out to me. But anyways, this gentleman, he's seen my Prime jacket, and I don't know if he recognized me or not, but anyways, he did bring up my channel. He had been watching my videos, so that was kind of cool. But he just wanted to get some information on Prime. We talked a little bit about flatbed division, asked about the money, and I told him it's pretty much the same. Sometimes you might make a little more because of tarping some loads, but not really. And what you do, you kind of lose in time on your clock. So but he had been in flatbed before. He drove for Maverick. It didn't sound like he drove for Maverick very long. He's driven for Warner. He mentioned a couple other places, but he apparently lives around the area, so he's had some serious thoughts. He had already been talking to a recruiter, so I told him definitely come on over and try it out. I think you'll be happy here. I'm happy here. So really, that kind of highlights my day. Just really not much going on. If it stops raining, I want to replace these wiper blades. I don't have to do it right now, but they're getting to that point. It's time to do it. So I went ahead and picked up a couple extra blades. I have some on the truck, but I like to always have a set for an emergency. Picked up a couple of gallons of washer fluid. Need to add some of that, but I don't have to rush. If I get a load and can get out of here, I'm fine. I can do it later when I get into some better weather. So I did pick up a creeper to get underneath the truck with. Not a creeper, but I picked that up today just because, you know, when I get underneath the truck, you know, I'll put my coveralls on, but you know, it just, you know, trying to drag yourself underneath there, and I realize that there'll be places that creeper's just not going to roll very well, but still, I got that creeper get up underneath the truck. When you got a trailer on, sometimes, you know, it's not easy really to see those slack adjusters without really getting underneath there, and these brake chambers, you know, I don't think the quality is all that great from, you know, they're not built like they were 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And that's just my opinion, but, you know, sometimes you'll have and you could even have the slack adjuster itself go out. The gears in it can strip, and your push rod will extend out. Basically, you don't have no, well, you gotta be careful with that. I mean, but you may not have a brake on that one brake drum. You know, they may not be touching at all, and you wouldn't even know it. So, you know, you want to get underneath there and check that. Usually they'll have like a little piece of tape. If you see that tape, it's definitely extended too far. So you know, and there's times that you'll have a brake chamber go bad, and you'll know because your brakes won't disengage. But anyways, so I just figured that creeper would help me get up underneath the truck, and of course, you know, you really need to check other things, make sure nothing's coming loose. You know, check your lines and stuff. And I'm not saying, you know, do that every time. You should, you know, legally, you know, they probably want you to do it every time. I really want you to do it every time. But I went ahead and, like I said, I picked up a creeper, and not doing that today though, not right now. So that's really that. Like I said, that's about it. I do got to pick up some load locks before I head out, but I'll do that when I head out the plaza, and I'm gonna pick up a few more anti-gels. I think I've got about 6 in the side box, but I don't like to come into the terminal if I can avoid it, and I'd much rather just buy that pin ray. It's a lot cheaper than buying the anti-gel in the truck stops, so I try and kind of keep that stocked up on the truck. So I'm gonna do that, but really that's about it. I'm just waiting on driver lineup to you know, shoot me a load, and I'm gonna sit back. I might get a little nap, watch a little news, and take it easy. So if you're at the terminal, you know, shoot me a message, let me know. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm still here throughout the night. But I do feel like sometime today something will pop up and I'll get a chance to get out of here. So, but I'm not. Again, I won't be surprised. It'll probably be tomorrow. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that. And when I talk about kind of being stuck here in the yard, for those of you that don't know, it's not that there's not freight. The problem is this is a big terminal. A lot of trucks coming in and out of here, and so, you know, the freight that is here, you know, somebody's, you know, got it. And so just with the sheer number of trucks, you know, there's just sometimes a little waiting for it. If I had to, you know, I'm sure we can deadhead out of here And again, that may very well be what I may have to deadhead out of here to get that load. It may not be something that comes to the yard, but you know, things happen all the time. Something could come to the yard, and I can pick it up and get out of here. So anyways, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and we'll shout at you guys later on. Have a good one.